Okay, so hello. Today our webinar will be about GoFundMe, which is an online crowdfunding platform. So what is GoFundMe? Well, it is an American for-profit crowdfunding platform that allows people to raise money for different events. And some examples might be celebrations and graduations, whereas others might be more challenging circumstances like accidents and illnesses. So it is essentially a secure way to collect and distribute electronic payments or donations. So users on this program will create campaigns that address some kind of need, and they will set a goal, or basically how much they hope to raise. And through this campaign, they will also describe why they need the money through stories and photographs. So GoFundMe started back in 2010, or May 10th, 2010, in Redwood City in California in the States. And between 2010 and 2020, GoFundMe was able to raise around $9 billion with around 120 million donors around the world. So this is a global platform and anyone is able to access it. So why use GoFundMe? What are some of the benefits? So GoFundMe spreads awareness of local and global importance, as well as events and activities. And it also helps both people in financial need reach out to donors, and it also allows people to find causes to support. It allows everyone to participate, so anyone of any age, and it also allows for simple and secure payments. So obviously not everyone is financially stable, and so GoFundMe helps organizations and individuals tell other people about their situation where they're able to receive small or maybe even big generous donations. So using GoFundMe gives you a chance to help others by donating or by signing a petition. And it can also allow you to provide assists for yourself. So if anyone you know, maybe that's someone in your residence, a friend, or maybe a family member, or just someone in your community who needs help, you can set up a GoFundMe fundraiser in their name to help support them financially. So how do you make a GoFundMe account? So first, you go on their website, www.gofundme.com, and you press Start a GoFundMe. Step 2, you have to place your information, such as your first and last name, email, and password. Then step 3, you'll have to put in your phone number, and then you'll get a verification code. And like that, you have made a GoFundMe account. So then how do you start a fundraiser? So once you're logged into your GoFundMe account, you can press the button Start a GoFundMe. From there, you'll have to choose out of one of two options. Either you're fundraising for yourself or someone else, which is an individual, or you can be fundraising for a charity. Step 2, you'll have to answer the 5 W's. These are who, what, when, where, how, through the description box given, so that people who are donating to your fundraiser know more about the fundraiser itself. And then step 3, you'll set a goal amount of money that you would like to fundraise. So a few pointers about your goal amount. It should be reflective of how much you're looking to raise. And you also have to keep in mind that there's a transaction fee for each donation made. So you might want to set your goal a little bit higher than what you actually need. You also have the option to edit your goal at any time. And you do not need to reach your goal to receive funds. Also, your fundraiser won't automatically end if you reach your goal, so you might be able to surpass your goal even. And step 4, you're going to have to add a personal photo or video that showcases the person or animal that is being supported by the donation. So when you choose the photo or the video, you have to have the rights to post and share the photo or video so it doesn't step on copyright laws. And the photo must be of high quality. The photo size, they have a recommended of 720 by 405, and it has to be in the format of a JPEG, a PNG, or a BMP. If it's a video, it must be hosted by YouTube and have been set to public so anyone can view it. In step 5, you have to add a description or a story for the fundraiser. So the story might be telling the donators a little bit about who you are, what you're raising the funds for, and how the money will be spent. And if you're raising money for someone else, it's also a good idea to share how you know this other person. So once you've finished writing your story, you can click Complete Fundraiser or Save if you'd like to make any changes before launching your fundraiser. And then once you click Complete your fundraiser, your campaign is live and available to receive donations. And if you aren't ready for it to be live, you can select Save instead of Complete your fundraiser, and then you can come back to it at a later time. And lastly, you can share your fundraiser with the community to begin receiving donations. So sharing is the key part to getting donations on GoFundMe. If you aren't sharing your fundraiser with your friends and family, they're not going to know about it, so it's not as likely that you'll get donations. So when you share your fundraiser, so sharing your fundraiser allows other people to see it. And obviously, the more people you share it with, the more successful it will be. Now, obviously, if you prefer not to share your fundraiser via social media, email, or through a link, you can click next and come back to it later. So the 3 ways to share are through social media, through emails, or through sending links. Through social media, you can basically connect the GoFundMe to various different platforms such as Facebook, Messenger, Twitter, and WhatsApp. And then through this, you'll copy the fundraiser link here, and it'll be ready to send to people. You can also send and share your fundraiser through email. So you can import your contacts into GoFundMe, and this will allow the GoFundMe to send out emails. And the last one is through a link. So you can create a custom link to share your fundraiser over text messages, on posters, or on printouts, or when speaking to your community and as part of presentations. So how do you get a hold of the money that you fundraised? So when you withdraw the proceeds, you have to provide some information about you and your bank account. And in some cases, GoFundMe will ask you for some documentation, such as a photo ID, bank statement, just to ensure that the money is being safely transferred to the right person. It is also recommended that you start the withdrawal process at least 1 week before you need the funds, because transfers will take on average 2 to 5 business days to reach your bank account. Withdrawals also must be completely verified within 90 days of your first donation. Otherwise, all the donations that haven't yet been withdrawn will be returned to your donors. And lastly, once you set up withdrawals, you can still receive donations. And the donations will be sent to your bank account at a frequency that you choose. You can either choose daily, weekly, monthly, but some accounts may only have the daily setting. So how do you find a fundraiser? You can search for any public fundraiser on the GoFundMe page. So at the top of the screen, you can select the search bar. Or if you're on a mobile, you can just select the magnifying glass symbol at the top left. Through there, you can search by any of the following criteria: the full name of the organizer, the full name of the beneficiary, the GoFundMe title. And then once you find the fundraiser you're looking for, you can simply click Donate Now to make a donation. So how do you donate to a fundraiser? Once you click Donate Now on the fundraiser, enter the amount you want to donate, and then you can add an optional tip under Tip GoFundMe Services. And then you'll click Continue and enter in the payment details underneath where it says the payment method. And if you want your donation to be anonymous, you can check the box that says don't display name publicity on the campaign, but that's an optional box that you may or may not want to check. And then once that's all been filled out, you click Donate Now, and that will finalize your donation. Once the donation has been processed, you'll be sent a confirmation receipt. So is your money and information safe through GoFundMe? Well, GoFundMe guarantees safe, secure payments through the donation pages, and they have softwares developed to detect when they think that there's a fraud donation or a scam. And these are the same secure payments that make sure that your money gets to you the same way a bank sends you your money through the internet. Now, obviously, there are ways to keep your account more secure. So always beware of phishing scams, ensure your computer is secure, and especially if it's shared, by installing antivirus softwares and using a unique login and strong password. You can report fraudulent or suspicious activity and make sure to always sign out of your devices when you're finished. So how do you avoid scams? So you can you can try and tell what is a scam by answering the following questions. So how is the organizer related to the intended recipient of the donations? What is the purpose of the fundraiser and how will the funds be used? Are direct family and friends making donations and leaving supportive comments? Is the intended recipient in control of the withdrawals? If not, is there a clear path for the funds to reach them? If any of the points above are missing on the fundraiser, then we encourage you to message the organizer by clicking the contact button next to their name on the fundraiser to ask for more information. So here are some frequently asked questions. So what if you want to add your coworkers or friends to help you organize a fundraiser? Well, GoFundMe offers a group fundraising option if you wish to make a collaborative fundraiser. Do you have to set a time limit to reach your fundraising goal by? The answer is no. You don't have to have a specific time limit to reach your goal or complete fundraising. You can take down your page whenever you decide to. Lastly, how does GoFundMe make money from the website? So although GoFundMe is free to sign up and use, they require a 2.9% and 30 cents of each donation fundraised off the website. Can I see who donated to my fundraiser? Well, yes, you can only see the donations from people who have not decided to display their donation as anonymous. If I do not reach my fundraising goal, can I take out how much money I already have made? So there are payment limits you must meet before you can withdraw money from your fundraiser. And you can always edit the amount if you have trouble reaching your initial goal. So now we finish the presentation part and I'll get started on the live demo. Okay, so this is the GoFundMe website. When you first click into their website, this is what it looks like. So to sign in at the top here, there's a little button that says sign in and you can click that. There you can put in your email and password or continue with Facebook. And if you don't have an account, up here, you can press the button that says sign up to make the account. So to sign up, you have to put in your first name, last name, email address, and password. And here's a little box you can check if you wanted to receive any updates or notifications about your fundraiser. And then you'll click next on that. Since we already have an account for this, I will go ahead and sign in. From there, I'll take you to this page. This is your fundraisers page. And here you can click start a new fundraiser. So through here, like we saw in the presentation, you can select either you're fundraising for yourself or someone else or a charity. So once you click into that, it'll ask you questions like where do you live, the country, the postal code, who are you fundraising for, and then it'll continue to go on and ask for your for the description and all the aspects we talked about in the presentation. A few more things about GoFundMe. If you want to search for a fundraiser, you can click this little magnifying glass here where it says search. Once you click that, you can type in, you can find fundraisers by their name or their location. So I'll just type in, for example, Ottawa, it's a city in Canada. And if you click here, it'll basically give you all the fundraisers that are currently happening in Ottawa. Once you get to the very bottom, you'll have different pages where you can scroll through the different fundraisers. And so lastly, if you go here where it says for individuals, they'll have a lot of various categories on information to help you out. So for example, if you're looking for fundraisers and you might not know what you want to donate to, or you might not have a specific one in mind, they have a discover section where you can find different fundraisers, hear about GoFundMe heroes, success stories, or learn more about fundraising for coronavirus related causes. This section tells you about all the different causes you can fundraise for, whether it's medical, memorial, emergency, non-benefit, education, or more. There's also information pages about GoFundMe, how it works, what is crowdfunding, team fundraising, and the donate button. And they also have resources like fundraising tips and so on. If you have any questions about using GoFundMe, you can always click on the Help Center. And through the Help Center, you can search for maybe a specific problem that you're having with the website, or you can come down here and they have different things, like different aspects they already have posts about, such as common issues, donor questions, maybe safety and security. If you keep on scrolling down, they have popular articles and the different titles of such. The last thing is how to donate. So for example, I'll just click this one. It's the first one under here that says top fundraisers. Once you click into here, they'll have the picture, the person organizing the fundraiser, why they're fundraising. This is like a tag to tell you what category it's under. And then they'll have a description. You can press read more to see the full description. And then below, they'll have comments from people who have already donated. So once you donate, you can put a comment there and pay your respects, or share your opinion about it. So here you can share the GoFundMe fundraiser, or you can donate. Down here, they'll tell you a few statistics about the fundraiser. They'll tell you how many people have donated recently, and maybe some of the recent donations, a top donation. This is like the largest quantity donation, and the first donation. You can also press see all to see more, and that'll give you the whole list. Now to donate, you just press donate now, and that'll give you to this page. So you can enter the amount you want to donate, and then it'll ask you to tip GoFundMe services. This will tip GoFundMe as a corporation. So if you press continue, it'll ask you for your payment method, your email address, your first name, last name, and then your card number, and all the information about your card. And then down here, it'll ask you about your donation details. So this is where you can select whether you want to make it anonymous or not, or if you want to get promotional emails from GoFundMe. Once they're all done, you can press donate now, and that'll process your donation. And lastly, if you ever need to return to the GoFundMe main page, you can always just click the logo at the top. And I think that is it for the live demo.